Hi, hello guys, good morning. This is Srinivasan. Today, the topic we are going to discuss from History 8th Unit. The topic is Non Cooperation Movement and its fallout. The Indian National Congress approved the non cooperation movement in a special session held in Calcutta on September 1920. It was subsequently passed in the Nagpur session held on December 1920, chaired by Salem C. Vijayaraghavacharya. The program of non cooperation included point number 1, surrender of all titles of honors and honorary offices. Point number 2, non participation in government functions. Point number 3, suspension of practice by lawyers and settlement of court disputes by private arbitration. Point number 4, boycott of government schools by children and parents. Point number 5, boycott of the legislature created under the 1919 Act. Point number 6, non participation in government parties and other official functions. Point number 7, refusal to accept any civil or military post. Point number 8, boycott of foreign goods and spreading the doctrine of Swadeshi. No tax combine and Chauri Chaura incident. Programs such as No Tax Combines caught the imagination of the Kisans. Kisans means peasants. Gandhi announced a no tax campaign in Bardoli in February 1922. These movements greatly enhanced Gandhi's reputation as a national leader, especially the peasants. Gandhi made a nationwide tour. Whatever he visited, there was a bonfire of foreign cloth. Thousands left government jobs. Students gave up their studies in large numbers, and the lawyers gave up driving practices. Boycott of British goods and institutions were effective. The boycott of the Prince of Wales' visit to India was successful. During this boycott, trade unions and workers participated actively. However, Gandhi suddenly withdrew the movement because of the Chauri Chaura on 5th incident. February 1922, a procession of the nationalists in Chauri Chaura, a village near Gorakhpur in present-day Uttar Pradesh, provoked by the police turned violent. The police, finding themselves outnumbered, shut themselves in the police station. The mob burned the police station. 22 policemen lost their lives. Gandhi immediately withdrew the movement. This was done much against the wishes of many congressmen, including young leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose, who thought the movement was gaining momentum. Gandhi was arrested and was released only in 1924. Gandhi believed that the movement failed not because of any defect in the means employed wise, non-violent, non-cooperation, but because of lack of sufficiently trained volunteers and leaders. Soon after, the Khilafat movement also came to an end as the office of the Caliph was abolished in Turkey. Caliph means caliphate. It is one of the posting. It's one Swarajist. Of the, meanwhile, Congress was divided into two groups wise, pro-changer and no-changers. Some of the congressmen led by Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das wanted to contest the elections and enter the legislature. They argued that the national interest could be promoted by working in the legislative councils under diarchy and breaking the colonial government within. They were called the pro-changers. Staunch followers of Gandhi like Vallabhbhai Patel, C. Rajaji and others known as no-changers wanted to continue non-cooperation with the government. Despite the opposition, C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru formed the Swaraj Party on 1st January 1923, which was later approved by the special session of the Congress. Swaraj Party members were elected in large numbers to the Imperial Legislative Assembly and the various provincial legislative councils. They effectively used the legislature as the platform for propagation of nationalist ideas. In Bengal, they refused to take charge of transferred subjects as they did not want to cooperate with the government. They exposed the true nature of the colonial government. However, the Swaraj Party began to decline after the death of its leader C.R. Das in 1925. Some of Swaraj Party members began to accept government offices. Swaraj Party withdrew from the legislature in 1926. Conservative programs of Gandhi. After the Chauri Chaura incident, Gandhi felt that the volunteers and the people had to be trained for a non-violent struggle. As a part of this effort, he focused on promoting Khadi, Hindu-Muslim unity, and the abolition of untouchability. He exhorted the congressmen, go throughout your districts and spread the message of Qadar, the message of Hindu Muslim unity, the message of anti untouchability, and take up in hand the youth of the country and make them the real soldiers of Swaraj. He made it compulsory for all Congress members to wear Qadar. The All India Spinner Association was formed. Gandhi believed that without attaining these objectives, Swaraj could never be attained. Despite the cooperation of the Hindus and Muslims during the Khilafat movement and the non-cooperation movement, the unity was fragile. The 1920s saw a series of communal riots between the Hindus and Muslims. Hindu Mahasabha was gaining in popularity under Madan Mohan Malaviya and the Muslim League under the Ali brothers. Gandhi undertook a 21 day of fast in between 1924 to appeal to the hearts of the Hindus and Muslims involved in communal politics. Serious efforts by Gandhi and Muhammad Ali Jinnah, who at that time believed Swaraj was possible only with Hindu-Muslim unity, failed to stem the communal riots. Boycott of Simon Commission. On 8th November 1927, the British government announced the appointment of the Indian Statutory Commission. Composed of 7 members headed by Sir John Simon, it came to be widely known as the Simon Commission. It was an all-white commission with no Indian members. Indians were angered that they had been denied the right to decide their own constitution. All sections of India, including the Congress and Muslim League, decided to boycott the commission. Wherever the commission went, there were protests and black flag marches with the slogan, "Go back, Simon." The protesters were brutally assaulted by the police. In one such assault in Lahore, Lal Lajpat Rai was seriously injured and died a few days later. Nehru Report. The Simon boycott united the different political parties in India. An all-party conference was held in 1928 with the objective to frame a constitution for India as an alternative to the Simon Commission proposals. A committee under the leadership of Motilal Nehru was formed to outline the principles on the basis of which the constitution was to be drafted. The committee's report, known as Nehru Report, recommended point number 1, dominion status for India. Point number 2, election of the central legislature and the provincial legislatures on the basis of joint and mixed electorate. Point number 3, reservation of seats for Muslims in the central legislature and in provinces where they are in a minority, and for the Hindus in northwest frontier province where they were in a minority. Point number 4, provision of fundamental rights and universal adult franchise. Jinnah proposed an amendment to the reservation of seats in central legislature. He demanded that 1/3 of the seats be reserved for Muslims. Tej Bahadur Sapru supported him and pleaded that it would make no big difference. However, it was defeated in the all-party conference. Later, he proposed a resolution which came to be known as Jinnah's 14 points. However, it was also rejected. Jinnah, who was hailed as ambassador of Hindu-Muslim unity, thereafter changed his stand and began to espouse the cause of the separate nation for Muslim. Okay guys, thank you. Our lesson came to an end. I will meet you on following videos. Bye bye from Srinivasan. Love you all. Take care.